WvW Restructuring's first reset happened yesterday, and it was a bit of a disaster. People were not in the correct teams. Sometimes they were not in any team whatsoever. Sometimes they couldn't even log in inside of Warp's World. And people were not happy. Let's talk about it. Subscribe to the channel for more of this. Go to my Ko-fi if you want to support me. And let's get into it. So, you can see here in this Reddit post about what was happening here. You can see how this is not good, right? You can see this person is in no team whatsoever, even though they actually, picked one guild and one team beforehand. You can see that everything is blocked, and also there's other maps where, hey, you would see no colors of any team whatsoever. You could not, everything was for one team or other. It was a complete disaster, right? Now they did resolve the issue, and it was only happening on EU, which is in some ways good, but in some ways bad because, well, it was fixed around 19 hours ago, so probably at that point, everyone on EU, yeah, 7:41 p.m. yesterday, and the reset was around like 2 p.m. my time, so it took us like 6 hours to fix the problem. And at that point, everyone in EU is kind of, it's going to sleep. It's gonna try again tomorrow, right? Which definitely sucks. And for NA, it was pretty good because all that issues didn't happen to us. That was good. But if you're in EU, not good. And I think this is a very big problem, even though, and we're going to talk about a few of the good things and, not the worst things about this, but I understand that it's it's almost a beta and it's a new system and these things can happen, but ANA needs to be more careful with this. They need to be, because there's a lot of people who already don't like this new system because they're deleting the old system that they were so comfortable with. And this kind of stuff, this kind of experience is very not good. It just gives you a bad taste in your mouth, and everything that you had in your mind that makes Warp's World Restructuring a bad thing, it just elevates it to the next level. And people are gonna become way more against this system because of this, right? Like, look at this. Look at this thread. I've never seen a student drop the ball as Arinet regarding Warp's World. Every time I log in to try and play, I instantly find out why I stopped and I leave within 10 minutes. It's not fun. I'm done. Now, of course, this is kind of a meme. This is kind of a meme post, but there's a lot of people who actually end up feeling this way for this kind of stuff, right? And I'm not saying this person is right, because I think it's kind of a stupid statement, to be honest. Like, yeah, sure, Warp's World has some issues, and this shouldn't have happened, but let's be real, guys. There are way worse games than this. At least they're trying, and they're trying, to actually make the entirety of the game more better. And I think that's the biggest thing. It's not because they're not... They could have literally just stayed with the old system, right? And just be done with it, right? But they thought, hey, we need to make this better so people actually get engaged in the game. We solve the issues that we already have. And yeah, sure, sometimes this kind of things are going to happen. But what is better? To just sit there with something that is not, working correctly and just accept it as it is? Or try and fix it and make something better out of it? And in my opinion, even if this kind of situations happen sometimes, it is always better to try. I don't like the defeatist attitude of, oh, let's just go back. Because there's a lot of people talking about this. Let's just go back. Go back to servers. Like, nah, I completely disagree. I understand there's a lot of problems, but let's also not pretend like servers were perfect either. Let's not pretend that every reset on Warp's World was perfect, and there's not insane queues, and sometimes wouldn't bug out. Guys, this is Guild Wars 2. Everything bugs out all the time. It's not just alliances, okay? Palawara meta has been bugged for like 4 years, and nobody has fixed it. And you have to fucking character select back to actually be able to get into the ships, okay? Let's not pretend that this is, oh my god, Warp's World alliances are so fucked, okay? No. Now, that being said, this doesn't excuse it, but it is true, right? Let's think with our brains here, right? Now, of course, as I said before, people are not happy. Well, at least they're talking a little bit with with some humor. What result after the latest ain't it whoopsie? I'm glad I get to die fighting side by side by guildmates. What about side by side with a friend? Wait, who the hell are you? Who the hell are you? Because of course they're not in the correct guild, they're not in the correct team. Everyone around them is completely unknown people. Yeah, it kind of sucks. But I do think we have to consider all these things with a grain of salt, and actually give feedback about things that are important. Like, hey, how are the new victory point system gonna work this week? We're gonna see them. They're finally gonna be implemented. I mean, they have finally been implemented, and we're gonna see how they're gonna work. And let's use that to make the War vs. World experience better. Let's not say, hey, let's go back. I'm sure. Well, I mean, okay, sure. If every War vs. World reset, happens like this from here until like 4 more months, yeah, I'll be like, you know what? Maybe we need to reconsider how the system is working, because, like, holy shit, you guys can't fix this. Yeah, sure. But, it's a bit too early to tell. And I think the most important part is to think about how the new systems are going to work, how the new points are going to work, and how the actual balance in between servers are going to go. Because, sure, last time it was not very good. I don't think it was, like, the perfect thing ever. It was definitely not the worst thing ever, but definitely there was a lot of matchups that were very unbalanced. But now, and I think it is kind of true, we should be getting better. If this is not getting better this time, I think we should be starting to worry, because they have more information about each of the guilds that were indeed that actually played last matchup that took a good amount of time. So this one should indeed be way more balanced. We'll definitely see, and I'll make another video about that for sure. I gave them a little bit of the benefit of the doubt last time. This one, I'm not sure if I'm gonna be so much like that. So we'll definitely see what happens, and I'm very curious to see what you guys said. I'm sorry if you played on EU. That must have sucked very hard, and we'll see. I'm also, oh, by the way, if you got into the incorrect server, okay, if they got into the incorrect server, you can also go into support and talk to them, and they'll maybe hook you up. No, not maybe, most likely will hook you up and change you. So if you are in that situation, a lot of friends are in that situation because they picked my Zero guild instead of the Z guild, where we all are at. They have been able to actually get in there. So yeah, there you go. So tell me what you guys think. Tell me everything, and let's talk about this new system, these new problems, and everything around it. Subscribe to the channel from this. Go to my Twitch to watch me live. Go to my Ko-Fi if you want to support my content creation. And see you guys around. Love you all. Bye bye. Bye bye. Beep.